Aloha mai kako, a Komamata Curtain Call, a program of reviews, previews, interviews, and features of and or with the great art and artists on Maui and beyond. I'm Paul James Brown. Maui OnStageʻs kicked off their 2022-23 season in high style last Friday with a marvelous fundraising pre-show party catered by board member Molly Burritt-Wilson and board president Ralph Giles, with a nonstop selection of past fabulous appetizers and a plethora of adult libations. Then they announced their season, starting off with the youth shows, What Happens After Once Upon a Time, September 30th through October 2nd. Then they intend to do Rainbow Fish, a musical, May 6th and 7th and 13th and 14th. Eric Gilliam will be back as Frankenfurter with an all-star cast in the Rocky Horror Picture Show directed by Kalani Whitford in October with a special Halloween show. Also in October, the Maui premiere of Misery by William Goldman directed by Ricky Jones, based on the novel by Stephen King, original music by Michael Friedman. For their holiday show, MOS will collaborate with Momentum Dance Company for the Nutcracker Suite. The spring show will be David Hare's The Judas Kiss, directed by David Ballou, and the big summer musical will be the Maui premiere of Something Rotten, directed by Lisa Teichner. Looks like an exciting season. Maui OnStageʻs current show is The Importance of Being Ernest by Oscar Wildeʻs, directed by Todd Van Amburgh. Mr. Van Amburgh has assembled an outstanding cast. They are giving a marvelous performance of this late 19th century masterpiece of wit, sarcasm, mendacity, and hilarity. It's a story lampooning the manners of Victorian England around engagement and marriage. John, Jack Worthing, J.P., J. Scott McClellan, is in love with Gwendolyn Fairfax. Bethany Imonti, the ward of Lady Bracknell, Ally Shore, and Algernon Moncrief, Shane Borg, is in love with Cecily Cardew, Nico Lowe, Mr. Worthing's ward. For some inexplicable reason, everyone is earnest, in the literal as well as figurative sense. And we learn what the title means, and the unraveling of the fibs and big lies is the stuff of some hilarious moments over this very rapidly unfolding 2 hours. Playing pivotal roles are Marcy Smith as Ms. Prism, who provides the Deus Ex Machina, and Paul Jackal as Reverend Canon Chasuble, D.D., who has the ability to write the big lie. And of course, Dale Button turns in yet another stellar butler performance, as does Dieter Dadiz as Cecily's manservant. Mr. Borg is maturing as an actor right before our eyes, and it is something to behold. His Algernon is his largest role to date, and he demonstrates his ability to create a well-rounded character with some excellent quirks. I loved Algernon's high-pitched laugh, which he employed as a reaction to humor and absurdity. Mr. McClellan has had leading roles since he declared his presence on Maui stages as Ed Boon, the boiler engineer in ProArt's outstanding production of A Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. His most recent performance was as Mitch in their production of A Streetcar Named Desire. With Jack, he demonstrates the range of his abilities. Jack is about as far away from Ed Boon as Maui is to Vietnam. He bursts onto the stage with leading man energy, and his repartee with Mr. Borg grabs the audience from the opening moment and doesn't let go until the final blackout. The moment he is told his brother has arrived after he has announced his demise in France is priceless and pitch perfect. As the femme fatales Gwendolyn and Cecily, Ms. Imonti and Ms. Lowe acquit themselves with glamour and wit. I love Miss Imonti's affectation of her open arms whenever she entered. As Lady Bracknell, Ms. Shore knows how to be officious and commanding while being charming. Her lady was Hepburn-esque. She has so many great moments, but my favorite was when she learned of Cecily's pecuniary value. How she transformed her attitude was virtuosic. Everything Ms. Shore does is done with the utmost care and excellence. She is a true theatrical treasure. From the moment Mr. Jackal entered, you could tell here is a theater pro. And when you read his bio, you will agree. His Reverend Canon Chasuble blended the importance of his holy role with the endearing nature of a besotted suitor, like a fine, dry martini. Marcy Smith, as the object of Reverend Canon Chasuble's affection, is a perfect coquette. And when she comes on with the Deus Ex Machina moment, she makes everyone in the house know exactly how she feels. It is another notch in her long line of roles as she rapidly becomes Maui's female Dale Button. The other star of this show is Kat Gregory's costumes. They are period, elegant, and let the audience know what class these people are from. Ms. Shore's gowns are jaw-droppingly perfect, and the hat she wore made her the center of attention whenever she was on. Ms. Gregory was assisted most ably by Kameron Lum. Mr. Amburgh not only directed this wonderful piece, but he also designed the minimalist set that let us know where we were without imposing itself on the actors, allowing them to have the room they needed to do their work. This comedy of manners is an exceptional production, beautiful to look at with tremendous intelligence and many laugh-out-loud moments provided by this cast that works together with excellence as an ensemble. The quality of what we have here is as good as theater gets, and this is one you will be kicking yourself if you miss. The Importance of Being Ernest continues until July 31st, Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and Sundays at 3 p.m. Go to www.mauionstage.com for tickets. You will laugh a lot. I guarantee it. Maui Academy of Performing Arts Annual Summer Youth Musical Theater Camp, DreamWorks production of Shrek the Musical Jr. opened last week. Based on the DreamWorks animated picture and the book by William Steig, with lyrics and book by David Lindsay Abera, and music by Jeanine Tesori, not surprisingly, MAPPA has come up with something original. Instead of changing sets, MAPPA has the audience move to another theater in their building on Main Street. It is an ingenious convention and one that works so well in so many ways. The ogre Shrek, River Krause, and his sidekick donkey Tristan Wallace, who sets out to claim his swamp from Lord Farquaad. However, Lord Farquaad wants to be king, and the only way that can happen is if he marries the princess, Jasmine Greenberg, who is locked away in the tower, guarded by the fire-breathing dragon, Aggie Watt. The Lord makes a deal with Shrek, his swamp, if he brings back the princess. Does he defeat the dragon? Does he rescue the princess? Does Farquaad become king? Does Fiona get kissed by her true love, thus lifting the curse? Does Shrek get his swamp? These and other questions will be answered when you get tickets for this heartwarming, funny, entertaining, and touching show. 24 actors played 52 parts, and they are so well trained and rehearsed, there were no glitches. Everything ran smoothly, and given the unique nature of this play, with 3 separate playing areas, that is no small accomplishment. Credit goes to Sally Sefton, who lists herself as acting coach, and Jeffrey Scott Parsons, who was music director and choreographer, as well as the teaching artists Jess Frankel Carroll, Ricky Jones, John Rowell, Liza Wilson, and Eliza Wright. For most of these young people, it is their first theatrical performance. It is a tribute to the MAPPA staff who work with these novices every summer and turn them into a well-oiled theatrical ensemble who perform with the enthusiasm, confidence, and competence of seasoned veterans. They learn both on stage as well as backstage jobs, discovering all the work it takes to create a successful musical, skills that will pay dividends for them for many years to come. Kat Gregory did the costumes and wigs for this show too. How she did both of these shows, I'll never know, but her work elevates the show she designs for. All of her shows look great, and this Shrek the Musical Jr. is another sensational looking show. She treats ensemble players like leads when it comes to their costuming. She is becoming the new Kathleen Schulz. DreamWorks Shrek the Musical Jr. runs until July 24th, Thursday to Sunday at 7 p.m. and matinees on Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. All performances are at MAPPA Promenade Building, 2050 Main Street, Wailuku. For tickets, go to www.mauiacademy.org/shows. Also, if you don't want to park in Wailuku, the Artsy Bee is available to chauffeur you to and from the show. You can park in the Wailuku Safeway parking lot off Ka'u'Manawa Avenue in Wailuku, show your ticket to the driver, and off you go. Go and see the future stars of Maui Theater. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Thanks for tuning in. Next week, I'll have a review of the Broadway opening of The Kite Runner. I'm Paul James Brown. Ahui ho.